Okay, hey everyone, welcome back to day 3 of my 30-day challenge of posting here on my YouTube channel. Okay, so today's video though, I will be discussing the Jezebel spirit. And the reason why I actually brought that up for today's video is simply because I've been hearing this, Jezebel spirit thrown all around these social media streets. And I'm like, I wonder if the people that keep saying, oh, the Jezebel spirit in women, or in some women, if they really know what they are talking about. So, ladies, since this is a channel for women, let's dive into where this Jezebel spirit comes from, the origin of it, so that you can actually look within yourself and see if maybe you have traits of the Jezebel spirit and change that if you do, so that you can get the type of favorable results that you really, really, really need in terms of relationships and marriage. That's exactly what this channel is about. We're all about bringing the issue to the forefront and discussing it so that we can change things that need to be changed and get favorable results. All right, let's get into the video. So for those of you who are not yet subscribed to my channel, now is a very good time to hit the subscribe button and like this video. I'm on a 30-day challenge. You don't want to miss any video at all. Today is day number 3. Okay, now let's move along. So oftentimes you may just think that a woman is so confident and sure of herself, but she really is controlling, manipulative, and she has a spiritual, dangerous nature about her. If you really look within her character with a magnifying glass, those are sometimes the traits that you could possibly find in some of these women that portray themselves as this overly top or over the top confident type of woman. Okay. So now, who is Jezebel? Because that's what we're discussing in this video. Who is Jezebel? If you go back into the Christian Bible, Jezebel is a woman who was married to Ahab. And who is Ahab? Ahab was the king of Israel during his time. Okay. And Jezebel was a woman that he married who was an idol worshiper, right? And the king of Israel at that time was considered under God. Okay. So the king Ahab went and married an idol worshiper, and instead of him converting her over to his monotheistic religion, he let her keep her idol worshiping. He let her behave, any old type of way. He didn't stop her. So in today's modern day, when you look at the behavior, if you go and study the behavior of King Ahab, he would appear to be what some of these men call a simp, right? And Jezebel is just what she is, a demonic spirit. Okay. So Jezebel actually, she wasn't just Ahab's wife. She was dominating Ahab, King Ahab, and everything that King Ahab decreed actually came from his wife. She was the one controlling him, telling him what to do. Anyone that went against her husband, which was King Ahab, or anyone that went against her, she would order them killed. And the prophets of God that were prophesying in the land at that time, she would have them be killed at that time. Okay. And she was very seductive. The way she used her seduction was through control. So now you know who Jezebel was and the type of characteristics that she portrayed. But let's look in today's day. What are the traits of a Jezebel spirit today in some of the women that we can see, some of these modern women? And I get it. Some of you don't like that, people saying modern women, but let's keep it real. If you're not traditional, what are you? You're modern. Okay. So get over it and, go hug a tree somewhere and listen up to the rest of the video. So what does the Jezebel spirit look like in some of the women today? Some, not all. Number 1, control. That is usually disguised as confidence. Number 2, rebellion. masked as, oh, I'm strong and independent. I don't need no man, or no man can tell me what to do. That is pure rebellion. Okay. That's where that is coming from, because there are so many strong and independent women who are very agreeable. They're not, rebellious out here. They're not running around screaming, I'm strong and independent and I don't need no man. There are a lot of women who are very strong and independent doing their thing, but they know that men hold a very specific and needed role in their lives and also in society. Okay. So let's make that distinction. Another trait of the Jezebel spirit in some of today's women is seduction. They use seduction to gain influence over many. That's one of the traits. The last trait is the biggest one, which is no accountability. And let me just sit here for a minute and say that, you know, in general, we're going to speak in generalities. In general, women don't like to take accountability because it puts us in a place where we have to realize that we're either doing something wrong, saying something wrong, or thinking something wrong. And women, as you know, never, ever, ever want to be in that position where they have to self-reflect and realize that they either made a mistake or they're doing something wrong. We never want to admit that we're wrong, even though we know that we are wrong in some things. We never want to admit it. So that's why women in general do not like to take accountability, because once you point something out that's wrong, you have to take action and correct it. And women don't like that. We don't, I'm a woman. I can tell you right now, women don't like that. I'm not saying every woman is like that. I'm just saying that in general, women present that way. Okay. So we're always shifting the blame. Oh, I did this, or I said this, or I thought of this way because of so and so, because of this. We're always blaming something, or we're always blaming somebody, never blaming ourselves, or, saying that, oh yeah, I did that because I yada, 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 blah, blah, whatever the case may be. When you start seeing those traits, any one of these traits in women, just know that that's coming from that Jezebel spirit of way back in the day that the Bible describes. So you can see that some of the women in the Bible were not that very different from them. Some of you can see, because that's what I'm doing in my Biblical Modern Women series. I'm showing you that what some of the modern women today are doing, is not new. It's been happening centuries before we showed up on planet Earth. So even though we label, certain women as being modern women, you have to think back. A lot of women in the Bible times were doing it as well. So there's nothing new under the sun. History is just repeating itself over and over and over again. So what's the difference between a Jezebel spirit woman and a godly woman? Well, number one, remember, the Jezebel spirit woman, she destroys homes. That's what she does. Any home that she goes into, she destroys it. And guess what a godly woman does? She builds any home that she goes into. She makes sure that a godly woman now makes sure that it's not just her way or the highway. She makes sure that it is the man's way and her way coming together for the greater good of the family. That's how you build homes up. You don't build homes up by the woman saying, well, this is what I want to do. And I'm not taking into consideration what the man wants to do, but this is what I want to do. It's going to benefit me. Whether it benefits other people or not, that Jezebel spirit does not care. It's all about me and what I want to do and my own happiness. And that's the end of that. And if you're not happy with what I'm saying, then, oh, well, that's on you. You see, that's coming from that Jezebel spirit. And she would tear down, if you don't go according to what she says, she would tear down that whole family, including the children. Wouldn't even care how her decisions are affecting the children. All she knows is it's my happiness. And if I'm not happy, then no one is going to be happy. You know, that type of mentality that's stemming from that Jezebel spirit that the Bible talks about. Here is my warning to women. Don't glamorize demonic characteristics that God has already condemned. Okay? Don't glamorize it. Don't try to take those characteristics and beautify them and make them appear as something wonderful. It is not. I hear a lot of women, or I see a lot of women on these social media platforms just applauding some of these female content creators for teaching women how to manipulate men for resources, teaching women how to be mean and nasty and obnoxious towards men. And women are just applauding that. Teaching women how to be fraudulent towards men and other women are just applauding that. Don't glamorize demonic characteristics that God has already condemned. That's my warning to women. Okay. Now, my warning to men is this: just because she looks good, just because you think she's attractive, don't entertain her. Do not, because that means that you are also being part of the problem. Don't give her any room in any which way. That type of woman should not be encouraged. And part of her encouragement is when men start to entertain her foolishness. Yes, men do have a part to play in this as well. Okay. The last point that I do want to make is, how do you begin to reflect on this, ladies? You have to check yourself, and not just check yourself and see if that Jezebel spirit is within you. Check your friend group, your female friend circles and stuff. Check them to see, do any of my close friends, or the friends that I hold near and dear to my heart, do any of them even have that Jezebel spirit, or do they have Jezebel tendencies? Check and see. Because if you do, or if any of your friends in your friend groups do have those tendencies, then you might want to sit down and do some major work to start changing yourself within. Or sometimes you may have to just defriend some of your female friends. Even if, yeah, I know it's going to hurt and everything for you to let go of some of these friends, but honestly, for your safety, for your sanity, and for you to get favorable results in the world, and most importantly, in relationships, in romantic relationships, in order for you to get those type of favorable results that you're looking for, you're going to have to sometimes just defriend some of your female friends in your friend circles. You're going to have to. And you're going to have to self-reflect and figure out the areas that you have those characteristics of the Jezebel spirit and begin to change those. Okay, now I'm done with this video, and my appeal to you would be this. Ladies, tag a sister or tag a brother that you think might need this word today. We have to begin to break this spirit and build kingdom homes instead. Okay, that comes to the end of my video, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Stay tuned. Bye.